As of right now, I'm currently taking an AP psychology class, and we learn about this concept called the bystander effect. It's where we're more likely to ignore a person in distress when there's more people present. I mean, isn't it odd that we're all aware of the same situation, yet we choose to not to help the victim? It's evident in many situations, yet it's most influenced in sexual harassment in schools. Therefore, to combat evident sexism, we need to challenge the stigma and confront the issue head on. Moreover, organizations such as AAUW need to continue to promote these resources in order for people to be further educated about the issue itself. According to the Crossing the Line Sexual Harassment in School survey of 1,965 students in middle schools and high schools, 1/3 of girls and 1/4 of boys said that they saw sexual harassment in schools in their 2010 to 2011 school year. Moreover, more than half of these students saw sexual harassment more than once in that same school year. How do we expect change when we see the victim and we let them suffer in such a traumatic and stressful experience? How do we expect change when we just brush it under the rug as if it's nothing? How do we expect change when we rely on other people to make the difference while we do nothing ourselves? Our silence speaks volumes, and it shows that our society is still trivializing the situation at hand. We need to overcome the stigma so that not only that we decrease the number of incidents to occur, but we need to also give justice and sanctuary to the victims themselves. Moreover, we need to identify the evident sexism that is in the situation itself. Gender harassment or harassment directed towards individuals because of their gender identity is exhibited in generalized sexist attitudes or behaviors with undignified ideologies towards females and males. Examples include graffiti, and horrible slurs, and also actions itself too. Victims constantly are restricted from their full potential, and they experience low self-esteem because of the harassers always perpetuating their actions towards them. Moreover, victims experience such tremendous emotional and psychological pain because of these harassers, because they transform their prejudice into discrimination towards innocent people. Moreover, it's the fact that this happens shows that we need change to happen now and immediately. With organizations such as AAUW, they have such large platforms to spread awareness to many people, and with that, they can spread the word that we need change to happen now. They've done an excellent job with dedicating pages and articles for Title IX, and moreover, they also have the Legal Advocacy Fund, which they provide financial and emotional help for sexual harassment victims. And I believe these are great and necessary steps towards progressing forward with this evidence situation, but we need to do more than that in our schools, because kids won't take us seriously. They think, oh, it's just another workshop, another advocacy class that we have to listen to and go through, and they dismiss it. But we have to implement effective workshops and in-class discussions that they can think as to why this is such a humongous issue. Why is this so relevant in our society now? And by doing this, we can hopefully change how they think of the situation, because we can't continue to normalize this situation. If we do so, what's going to happen to the future generations? Are we just going to let them continue to suffer because people can't keep their hands to themselves? What are we going to do? So that's why we need to continue to educate people, because education is the basis to eliminate further prejudice and discrimination. That's why we need to start changing, or else we'll just continue to let this happen. And then with that, we can become upstanders instead of the bystanders we once were. Thank you.